Our gorgeous earrings, 4 looks in one for the price of less than one.
Right,
Really,
exactly.
Absolutely gorgeous. $79 for that. So if you're just joining us, definitely look into our today's special. And then we have nobody does simulated gem like you, because of course you work in real, genuine gemstones that are thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So you won't settle for anything that doesn't look exactly like the real thing. So this looks just like the most perfect aquamarine. 7 carats of aquamarine and 1.32 carats of that absolute, which is just absolutely stunning. It is the with the ring or the earrings. Here we go. There's the ring or the earrings, and the earrings are $139. They're $30 off today.
Yeah, so these are simulated aquamarine. Aquamarine comes from 3 major regions in the world. So you get the Brazilian, you get the African, you get the Chinese. I love, aquamarine that just really has the whiff of that color. But this is what premium aquamarine colors used to be. When I first got into the business, this was one of my favorite, gemstones in the world, because they just have that very ethereal feeling about that. I personally have not been able to work with aquamarine with this type of coloring in the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years. I mean, even up to about 10 years ago, I was able to get this kind of premium color naturally out of the ground. They were just absolutely beautiful, and they were thousands of dollars then. But you know what? I just wanted you to experience what it's like to own that, or wear them, aquamarine because a lot of aquamarine that you see today are sort of washed out, or we're going to secondary sources, we're going to things that are slightly washed out, or places that you wouldn't normally get their premium grade out of. Again, I love the styling on this. To me, this is that very sort of like the Beverly Hills feeling. It's almost that floating aquamarine with a beautiful, world of diamonds, incredibly dimensional too, and that it elongates your fingers. It's just, it has a little bit of color, wonderful, sparkling, the look of sparkling diamonds on it. If you like, like a plain, like I said, I wear a lot of black and neutrals. I notice you are too. You wear the black and the cream. Your jewelry becomes the pop piece for you. It does that color for you, and it's always understated, always appropriate. When in doubt, I go with black on black with a pop jewelry, something sparkly, very appropriate, very disciplined. All of my jewelry has, even the edgier pieces still is very disciplined about it. There's a refinement and elegance about that.
That's a great description.
Elegance is always in style. I'm sorry. Even when things are chunky and big and bold and whatever, there's, the woman who is always dressed with that elegance, that refinement always stands out, in my opinion.
And it's refined and elegant, but a design that we've never seen before. You can't see this anywhere else. These are exclusive designs here at HSN. When you see her in that, it's such an appealing design. Right, so around her ear, around her face, it frames your face, it gives you that sparkle, it gives you a little bit of that punch of color. It's not your ordinary. When it comes to your ring, for instance, there's a lot of dimension on this too. There's a lot of dimension, there's a lot of movement. It's very soft, curvy movement. This is very soothing and easy on the eye. When you look at that on Sue, you think, you know what, I don't even know what that stone is, but I just love it. I love the style on it. I love everything about it. This is the feeling you get. Whether it's clothing or hair or whatever, I want, you want people to go, wow, you look awesome. Right. I mean, what did you do? Like, did you lose weight? That's the kind of response you want to get. When you put things like this on, it really adds that glow. You are smiling. You're radiant. It's that inner feeling. That's the confidence it gives you. Absolutely. And I think, styles like this does that for you. And it again still has a timeless feeling about that. But it still gives you that very modern, it's updated. It doesn't look like your grandmother's jewelry. Nothing wrong with my grandma. We don't want to wear your jewelry, Grandma. She had incredibly great taste.